morning, sports fans. ASMR Sports right back with you. Today we've got a couple of customer orders, and the second of these should take a pretty significant amount of time, so this might be a lengthier video, but who knows? We'll have to get into it and find out. Alright, first order is for our friend J-Mart. He actually sort of reminded me I still have a bunch of these good value packs that have not been sold. I think they're mostly like $20 and $25 ones. So it'd be interesting to see what is in these. Given that the baseball season is kind of, just on the verge of starting, and that's when stuff gets hot. I actually have sold a couple. I don't really have a lot of single cards listed on eBay right now, but it's kind of interesting, to see kind of when things get snatched up. As seasons or teams or players get hot. So I have no idea what I put in these. I know there was a lot of like kind of rookies and prospects in these packs, but let's see what we got here. So it's a Lou Bob 2018 Bowman Draft paper card PSA 10. I wonder, actually I'm not even sure how. I think he's healthy and playing, but I have no idea what he's doing, right now in spring training, so that'd be interesting to see. I suspect if healthy he will have, a nice year, but who knows. And this one is 2018 Topps Update, of course, home of flagship rookie cards of Juan Soto, Acuna, and Ohtani, although Ohtani has other flagship rookie cards in Series 2. So, and of course, there's parallels of all of those cards possible, which is the big money. Alright, Ronaldo, Lopez, Chapman. I think he's with is it the Rangers or something now? Can't remember who he signed with. There's a nice Judge and Altuve. Beautiful. Look at that bad boy. Checking for condition. Yeah, it looks really nice. So, let's get this ready for grading. Get my card shells out, so we keep those corners nice and crispy. I was gonna say I kind of feel like Ohtani is the most valuable card in this set now, which is kind of funny because at one point he was worth very little, and Acuna, Soto were, $300 in PSA 10. I actually don't think Ohtani is the most expensive. I think Acuna is probably the most valuable. I don't know though. Okay. Ryder Jones. Look at that. Boom. I actually just got a bunch of these back in a PSA in the last ultra modern PSA order I did. This one looks pretty crispy. Edges maybe a little bit rough, hard to say. Anyways, these cards in PSA 10 are worth, like 30, 40 bucks, I think. So definitely worth sending in at, the... Actually, it's funny, I don't know how much grading is right now at PSA. The last order I sent was a special, and it was 15 bucks. So, I don't know what, like, the sort of regular bulk price. I feel like it's $18 for bulk. Glaber, once upon a time, this would have been a nice pull, but he's kind of teetering on the edge of being a hobby bust. He did have a fairly solid season last year, but yeah, Yankees have their top prospect, Anthony Volpe, basically, playing second base in spring training, which I think does not bode well for Torres. Soroka is not a bad pitcher for the Braves, who look to have another, solid team this year. Rhys Hoskins is not bad for the Phillies. NL champ Phillies. Little Pujols right there. So we're doing pretty good to get basically the 2 Ohtani rookie cards in here. And we haven't even gotten to the middle of the pack where the inserts and any SPs. Bo Jackson, don't play a school looking card. Lourdes Gurriel. Look at that. Man, this is packs. These actually can be worth a fair bit too. And it's pretty. I feel like that top right corner. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it looks like maybe a little bit of something is going on, and maybe that bottom right corner too. I don't know. Anyways, you get a PSA 10 of this guy, and it's probably worth $30-40 as well. So some nice stuff coming out of here. Dang, was hoping this was one of the good rookies, but it's Tommy Pham. That's a blue parallel of this 1983 design. Gabba Soto. One of those. And speaking of good rookies, there you go. Another card that's like $30-40 in PSA 10. I think his base rookies in PSA 10 are like $70 right now. They might be up a little bit, like since the start of spring training, and everybody's getting excited. He is fully healthy at the beginning of the season for the first time in a little while. I mean, last year he had a bunch of time off, and like basically the last 2/3 of the season, if I recall. And the year before, I believe he had a bunch of issues too. So unfortunately, we we are through the meat of the pack there, and we're just looking at these wacky horizontal cards, but generally nothing too good in that section. So there you have it. So really good pack. Easily got your money back, if these cards grade well. But two Ohtani rookies and 2 Acuna rookies is outstanding, but that's why people love these packs. Just get, tons of really great stuff. So congrats to J Mart on a really nice pack there. We'll get those shipped off to him. Lickety split. Okay, now we got some kind of fun older volume products. Okay. 88 Donruss. What? Our friend Tom has ordered these, and this box is from a case that I opened many years ago. Well, not many years ago, like a few years ago. And if you've ever bought or seen the 88 Donruss boxes I have for sale on my site, they're all from that case. I've sold quite a few, I think over half the case of 20. But yeah, Tom asked that I go through these and pull out just kind of the, stars. And not ship the commons, which is something I'm quite happy to do, because I don't want to ship, 600 crappy commons that are not worth their shipping weight. Oh man. Okay. I wish I had sorry. I have to make chair noises. rookie opening. The other one is a basketball box, to give you a hint. 88 Donruss, boy, back in the day, this was the stuff, guys. Love this product and all of the 88 Greg Jeffries rookie cards it contained. Ron Gann was another big rookie. There's Kirby Puckett, Hall of Fame. We'll take him out. Mark Grace was another huge rookie in this stuff. Mark Grace was notable in this set because he was a rated rookie, and his only other 88 rookie card was in 88 Fleer, but it was one of those like two-player cards. I think Damon Berryhill was the other player in that one. And yeah, you know, people want the solo player cards with the rookies, so the 88 Donruss was kind of the only game in town. He was not in 88 Score, which was the new kid on the block with 88 sets. Eckersley's a Hall of Famer, but he's a pitcher, so I don't think I'll ship that one unless I get a angry email. So we're kind of, yeah, we're not hitting anything crazy just yet. Other notable cards are, I think Tom Glavine has a rookie in here. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer, very nice. Barry Bonds, not a Hall of Famer, but we'll pull them off. All these Twins players that were on the 87 World Championship team. Ken Caminiti, rookie, but not really any value there. Joey Meyer, rated rookie. Yeah, Mark Grace. Mark Grace had a pretty nice career. But we'll take out Dave Winfield. But, you know, back in the day, get some nice Hall of Famers now. That guy was super popular. Cubs fans were, I feel like Cubs rookies were somehow like magical back in the late 80s, you know, Mark Grace in 88. Then in 89 you had, oh man, Dwight Smith and the other guy whose name I always forget. Ricky. Alright, Kirk Gibson. Dawson. Ozzie Smith. Let's see here. Those MVP cards. Wow, we got like 3 of them. 4 of them. What the heck? I'm not gonna pull those out just because they're, you know, the MVP cards are worth like way less than the base cards, and the base cards are worth about 25 cents. So, not really worth pulling out. Mark McGuire. Paul because Leiter was a pretty, touted prospect back in the day, and you didn't get a lot of rated rookies who were Yankees, so it was nice of him to appear in the 88 sets and get the rated rookie here. And in Topps, he was a future star, and of course now he was a Yankees announcer, like color guy, for a good number of years, but now he's not doing that anymore. I think he's doing like some MLB Network stuff. And his son Jack Leiter was like a very top end around or first round pick a couple years ago. So maybe spending some time with him. Al Leiter had a brother named Mark Leiter. Also pitched for the Yankees, at least in their minor leagues. I'm not sure if he probably did like a little stint, but I don't think he had much of a run with the big league team. Okay, this pack will mark halfway through the box. Sam Horn was a big rookie back in '88. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. Second year card right there. Oh, we missed one there. Don't miss Tom Henke. And John Farrell, manager. For right, I can't remember who, but he was manager of the Pigs not too long ago. Sean Hilgis. Seitzer. Another Henderson. Upshaw. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. Ozzie Smith again. We're starting to get some doubles of some of these Hall of Famers. Carlton Fisk again. Mark McGuire again. Paul Molitor again. So this stuff is pretty. This set is pretty tough to grade because just quality control was pretty. So another LMR with that little kind of print line on the top there, if you can see that. Ryan Sandberg. So centering is very difficult in this issue. Seems like they almost went out of their way to keep things off center. And then there's the usual kind of corner dings and whatnot that you see in 80s products. Sean Abner, that's the first one of those we've seen. Bo Jackson, that was a nice card back in the day. Second year card of his. I gotta throw Donnie Baseball in the pile. Chet Lemon. Harold Baines is a Hall of Famer, but I'm not gonna pull him out because the card is worth somewhere between Jack and 0. Well, I'm a little disappointed that we have not gotten a Mark Gray set, you guys. Uribe. There you go, Tom Glavine rookie card. This one actually looks nice. That bottom right corner is really sharp. The bottom upper left corner, those are the ones with black. So I sort of, oh man, there's like a little sort of dent on the front there. That sucks. It's pretty centered. It's not perfect, but it's pretty centered. Dang, I was about to say this is a really nice looking card, but that little dent in the front right there, you can see that. I'm just unfortunately going to keep that out of PSA 10 territory, although I gotta believe that getting 10s out of this kind of set is very difficult because PSA is probably super demanding and or arbitrarily just calling stuff, 9s instead of 8s because they want to pop control this stuff. Word on the street is that prices on unopened kind of junk wax era unopened stuff. Roberto Kelly was a really nice prospect back in the day. Prices on stuff like this are going up apparently. That's what I'm seeing. People say. I don't know if I haven't verified that for myself. I don't know if I've sort of noticed that from my own buying, but it wouldn't shock me if it's true because a lot of this stuff, unopened stuff from the 80s and 90s and stuff, really took a dive. Along with the rest of the market for sports cards. Wow, this Jack McDowell has a big old crease in it. That's impressively bad quality control, and it has actually a lot of these cards have that print line that we were seeing on those LMRs. So Donruss up to no good with the quality control, but that's not a surprise. This stuff is notoriously difficult from a QC perspective, so not shocked. And that's why, the cards that are gem mint are quite valuable because they're just difficult to pull. Seems to be an issue as well. We've got 4 packs left. Have not pulled those 2 cards that we were looking for. Actually, 3 cards. I'm not really necessarily looking for the Ron Gant, but I haven't seen one. And yet we have multiples of, at least we got multiples of Robbie Alomar rookie card. That was one I kind of forgot about in this set. Oh, well, there you go. Nice and centered. Oh man, that's super. That's like the most off-centered card in the set, in the box. The whole pack is kind of that way, it looks like. So that's a bummer. What a baby face Mark Rice was, huh? Tommy John. I wonder what Tommy John, the person, if he's still alive, I don't know, what he thinks of Tommy John underwear, which I hear about a lot because I actually recently got like a trial subscription to Sirius XM, which is home of Howard Stern, and I've sort of revived my childhood interest in, or my sort of, I don't know, 20s era interest in Howard Stern. It's kind of funny. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, a young man, shall we say, in college. I was in Minneapolis, and there was a station that had Howard Stern. I think it was KQRS or K-Rock. One of those two had Howard Stern, in the morning, but I was not inclined to be awake super early in the morning when that came on, which I think generally started really early, like 6 a.m. or something for the, kind of work listen to it, but I could never, be awake for it. And sometimes I was, and I listened to it and I loved it, and it was like, kind of like getting a cable show for free or something to have that coming over the airwaves. But yeah, I don't know. Just basically, whenever it was he went to Sirius, I just I just never was interested in paying for the content. But at this point, I don't know. I feel like it's, well, I think Sirius XM. I don't know if any of y'all are subscribers. I think the regular price of Sirius XM is like, all right, these are not the best for these kind of cards because they're very matte finish, and I don't think any of these are going to grade well, but I'll treat them as though it's possible and get the shells out. Anyway, Sirius XM is like, I think it's like $29.99 a month, which seems very expensive to me. Boy, this has a lot of little, I guess that's dust, but there's that little dent on there, and then lots of little dust. Come on, get off there. Is that dust right there? Yeah. Anyways, Sirius XM is pretty expensive. Kind of hard to believe that there's so many of Howard Stern's listeners that subscribe to that for however how many years now it's been since he went over to Sirius XM. But anyways, yeah, I had it for free, and then they sent me like a deal where it was like the whole year for like $60 or something. So I said, you know what? I really actually enjoy listening to it, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, but if you ever liked Howard Stern, which I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I actually think it's funny because like when I listened to him back in the early 90s or whenever that actually, when was it? It was like, yeah, it was like the mid 90s. That would listen to him. He seemed very risque, and of course he had all these battles with the FCC over his content. That's why he went to Sirius XM, just like cable for radio. But by today's standards, it seems like very tame. That seems to be like how it goes. You think about back. Well, you all are too young to remember this, but back in like the 80s, and I didn't really, I just sort of have heard about this stuff. Was not really that involved in it back in the day, but in the 80s, of course, like Tipper Gore. I think it was her. Al Gore's, wife, the first or the second lady, when Clinton was in office, was big into like talking about the evils of like metal music. And there was this whole like, I don't know, like group of like religious people who were anti, heavy metal, and said it was the work of Satan and blah blah blah. And it's like, it seems just so tame. And I remember like Two Live Crew, the rap, like Two Live Crew and NWA, those guys were like so, like, I don't know, just risque and hardcore. And now they're just like kind of just, I mean, well, first of all, they're all old people now, right? But their music just seems like not even remotely controversial compared to what's out on the airwaves today, or in popular music. Okay, let's get to the second box in this order I had mentioned. So I'll hang on to these rest of these Donruss cards, the ones I did not save for a day or two, in case Tom wants to let us know to keep anything. Alright, so this box here is a 1990 Fleer basketball. I've opened some packs of this stuff, but never an entire box, and this box is kind of special because it is from a sealed case. So basically what happened is I bought an entire sealed case of this product on like eBay or something. I sent it into Baseball Card Exchange. They confirmed that the case was sealed, never been So the cards in the packs in this box are exactly, as they were, packed by Fleer back in 1990. So that's kind of fun. So, these have been searched through. Ideally, all of the unopened stuff that you would ever buy. I think on this one we're just going to do the same thing, pull the Hall of Famers and good rookies. And I'm going to take a swing through these packs, because if you get a pack with a Jordan showing on the front or on the back, but the backs are harder to tell. It can be done, but it's kind of hard. I don't know if I'm equipped to do that here. But if you get a pack with, Jordan on the front or the back, it can be quite valuable. So, that's a Hawk. It's Cavs. I'm gonna look kind of for the logo, for the Bulls logo. This is Isaiah Thomas, All-Star on the front. Luckily, these fronts are very easy to see through. Supersonics, Bucks, Rockets, Warriors, Bulls, but I don't think that's the Jordan. Hornets. So that set is a pretty small set. It's only, I think, 120 cards or something. So your odds of getting, any particular card on the front out of 36 packs are pretty good. So another Chicago Bull, but I don't think that's it either. Akeem Olajuwon, All-Star. If these packs were a little bit older, some of those, other Hall of Famers on the front might be noteworthy, but this set is relatively low value, so probably not the case, where a star on the front of the pack is, going to hold a lot of value. Trailblazers, Nets, Suns, T-Wolves, Pacers, Checklist, Heat, Celtics, and Mavericks. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we got any Jordans on the front, and so you can kind of see the name. You see that Thomas. Well, that's pretty obvious. So maybe I will take a quick peek. For Jordans, there's an All-Star, but I can't really see. You can see some of the words on there, but Lafayette Laver. This one's kind of open, so that's it. So we didn't unfortunately get any Jordans showing, but let's go and look for Jordans in the packs. PSA 10 Jordans out of this set are actually pretty valuable. They're not terribly difficult to get. Centering, as you can see, is my main issue. The white borders tend to, take out John Cam rookie, tend to hide, any imperfections quite well. So corners and edges will generally be relatively easy to find and gem into condition. But centering is the big challenge with this, and with 89 Flair basketball, which is really off center a lot of the time. It's too bad because I love that. I love that set. I've opened a ton of that stuff. Not gonna pull like every Hall of Famer out of here. Just the sort of first-rate guys, I think. Alright, we'll take out Rodman. Reggie Theus. Chris Mullensher. John Stockton. So because this set is so small, Isaiah Thomas, little wax on the back, since I was on the back of the pack. Because this set is so small, you're gonna get 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 cards of every player. And that is another reason why opening this stuff is pretty fun, because you're going to likely get at least a couple of Jordans. So that would be that one of them. I think these boxes, these boxes were going for like $500-600 back in 2020, and I should have sold them all then, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't. But now they're back to, I can't remember what I have them for on my site, but they're like $150-200, something like that. I would say that collation is relatively consistent in this product, so if you get a FASC box, you should have relatively even collation. No guarantees, but David Robinson was one of the all-stars on the back. First one is off center, unfortunately. But you see what that card looks like. Beautiful slam dunk action photo. There's Jordan defending Ron Cycli. David Robinson, second year. So, that was exactly 1/4 of the box. We got one Jordan so far. That does bode well, I would say. So these are Hardaway rookies. Take those out. Isaiah Thomas, All-Star. Reggie Miller. Horace Grant. Danny Ferry, this is like a picture of him in like the European League he came from, and he was like a big deal, or not, was he? I think he was like, so he went to Duke, but but I think he played like in Europe, and I don't know what the sort of history of that is. Like if he went there because he didn't want to get drafted right away or what. But this does say drafted 1989, so I don't know. Yeah, played in Europe, but apparently not for that long, right? If he was drafted in '89, and then presumably appeared in 1990. But I don't know. He was a big deal. This rookie card was like probably the most valuable card in the set. And it's kind of weird looking because he's in, this weird non-NBA jersey. But of course he fizzled very quickly, I believe. So this 1990 Fleer was the last year that Fleer did not do, or that Fleer did only one series. After this, they did 2 series. In '91, it was like, that's our first Magic, I think. It was, the base. Glenn Rice was a good rookie back then. So was Sean Elliott. No, not so much. Yeah, 1991, there was just the base, the regular, set, and then they came out with like an update, which had, all the base cards plus, some, new ones from the update, trades and rookies and so forth. I opened actually, I think, a couple of those in one of those pack lots that I did recently. That was like a big repeat pack. We got Danny Ferry again, we got Horace Grant again. I'm guessing a number of those other guys were also repeats. Pippen, Clyde, Drexler. Stack is getting a little bit tall. Let me move these out of the way. This pack will mark 1/2 of the box completed. Mugsy Bogues. Okay, second half of the box now starting. Patrick Ewing. Okay. Come on, second Jordan. There we go. Another kind of off-center one, unfortunately. Sort of feel like maybe if they're like off-center, one of them is off-center in the pack, they'll all be kind of similar. That's my guess. I don't know. And then that Ron Cycler right after it. So I do think there was probably, I know with 86 Flair basketball set with Jordan's rookie, 6 flavor at least. I know. Basically, if you know, like, the card on the top of the bag, you can determine what cards are inside if you know the kind of secret code or whatever. So I'm told. I don't know. I've heard that a lot of times. So I'm guessing it's probably at least partially true. And I've noticed like that Ron Cycli shows up right after the Jordan, so. Bird, we can get a lot of birds, have we? Glide. I'd like to get one of these All-Stars of Jordan. I remember back when the stuff came out, those All-Stars were relatively, look at that, how off-center that is. They were relatively valuable, so. Pippin. Isaiah All-Star. So we've got, I think 8 packs left. Good for that final Jordan. I think we can do it. Come on now. If any of you would like to order anything from hotcardboard.com and have me open it on a video, all you gotta do is just shoot me a quick email at info@hotcardboard.com. That email address is also in the description for all my videos, so you can find it there if you don't want to remember it or memorize it. So just place your order and then just shoot me an email. And I will open that sucker up for you. Danny Ferry. I feel like Danny Ferry I am associating with that Jordan. So maybe the next pack. Two more packs. Can't be done. first. Then I gotta run off to the post office because I need to mail that PSA order that I showed you guys of vintage cards. I did get the order submitted by the deadline, which was the last day of February. So now I have 30 days to get it in the mail, but I want to do it well before that deadline. And I'd like to get these orders out as well. So I will do that. And then I also have those cards that I mentioned on eBay that sold, those baseball cards. One was a Jordan Alvarez rookie card, PSA graded. Another one was Ronnie Mauricio of the Mets. It's funny, I got a bunch of offers on that Mauricio at the same time, so I'm guessing, I don't know, you hit a home run or something in minor league camp and people went nuts. Speaking of which, in his first at bat, well, it was definitely his first game with the Yankees spring training squad, Jason Dominguez, top international prospect for the Yankees. Two cards I did. He had a home run in his first game, and like his stuff, I'm told, started kind of flying off the shelves. I got a really nice, like, auto patch of him out of the Leaf Trinity stuff from I think that's a 2021 product. Even though I feel like it came out in 2022. And I've opened like a couple of boxes of that and they both were like bangers. I got that Dominguez auto in the same box that I got another super good Yankee prospect in. Who was that? I think it was what's his name? Oswaldo Pereira. Shortstop. And yeah. So I got a whole case of that stuff from I think my distributor. And it's only like low hundreds. Or like $120 or maybe even less than that a box. And I've pulled like multiple really nice patch, like logo patch, auto cards of like good rookies out of that stuff. So I'm tempted to just like crack into a bunch more. I think I should have those up on my site too if anybody wants to. If you want like a really fun rip of for baseball prospect stuff, that's the way to go, I think. Insane amount of really good patch autos in there, at least from the two boxes I've opened, and I'm curious enough to open more, so I may do that. But that's definitely one I'd recommend if people are interested in kind of getting some pretty sick autos of rookies in baseball right now. Well, thank you so much to you all, and especially to J-Mart and Tom for letting us get these products on a video for you. I'm sure everybody enjoyed seeing some of these older things. Oh wow, I forgot we have more stuff too. I think it was Tom that also ordered 5 packs of these 98 Upper Deck Choice, which I believe have Peyton Manning rookies potential in them. So 5 of these. Just check it out. These are a little bit kind of stuck, but not too crazy. StarQuest, Peter Green, Brooks on a bike. It's exciting. Ty Law. Rodney Pete. Man, wasn't he like an 89 rookie? Leslie O'Neal. Okay. Fred Coleman. Bills. Come on now. There we go. Alonzo. Mays. Work done. Jerry Rice. Very nice. So that's a checklist, unfortunately. I thought it was a base card. Bert Emanuel. Cal Turley. Game Day 99 promo. Second pack. Okay. Bills. We got okay, different players. Smith and Hickson, I don't know who they are. Ampley. Joey Galloway. Neil Smith. David Palmer. Bryce Paup. Aaron Bailey. Brock Marion. Brian Alford. Dorsey Levens. Terrell Davis. Not like a rookie now, it's like a fourth year card. Sean Williams. Okay, so we're kind of striking out so far. What's going on with the orientation kids? I don't remember these getting so screwed up, but here we are. 3 more packs to go. Junior Seau. Very nice. Charlie Gardner. Eric Green. Lamar Smith. Samari Roll. Curtis Alexander. Brian Simmons. Willie McGinnis. And look at that. We got a base Jerry Rice. Very nice. Edgar Bennett. E.G. Green and Curtis Martin. Wow. Sleeve up to Seau and the Rice. Real quick. Oh man, I'm out of sleeves. Out of the card shells, but these cards are pretty easy to sleeve up, so should not require special sleeves. Yeah, nice and easy. 2 more packs, guys. Cool. John Elway Star Quest. Very nice. Another Ty Law. What? Got some cool Asian stuff. Rodney Pete again. Domination. Skip Hicks. Interesting. Raymond Harris. Jeff Jagger. Eric Allen. Bert Emanuel. And our first choice. Does that say reserve choice? Curtis Alexander. Did I miss the card? Yeah, I did. There's a card there. Another Robert Brooks Viking card. Oh, look at that. Peyton Manning. So, like, I don't think this is, like, the main rookie card for him, but that's cool, is it not? I don't know. reserve choice. Steven Alexander. Mo Collins. Torrance Small. Quinn Early. Sean Williams. Azahir Hakim. Davian Banks. Flozell Adams. Another Rice checklist and a game day. So I guess we kind of got a Peyton Manning like rookie, right? I don't know if there. I'm sure there's a base card of him in there somewhere. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, well that is it, folks. I hope you are all doing well. I will catch you all next time. You have a great one,